What we're doing today, and I'm talking to Facebook and Instagram, Madison. We went live. I'm making red velvet cupcakes. If you want to join the Zoom, you can let us know, and we can give you the information so you can see how the classes go. But I will be directly talking to the Zoom class today. So, anyways, Madison, y'all put y'all 2 cups of flour in there. Okay, and then you need a half. Do you have a half a cup like this? It say 1/2. So you did 2 of these. Y'all did 2 of these? Okay, and then the half. 1 of the halves. Then you're going to need your teaspoons. You need 1 teaspoon. It should say 1 TSP. You need 1 teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. It all go in your flour. Let me see. Yeah, that one. 1 teaspoon of that. You can mix it all in with your flour all together. So I'm going to do mine. Mine is all measured out. So this is my 1 teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And then you need 2 tablespoons of the cocoa powder. It's going to be with a B. TBLS. 2 tablespoons. This is the big one. Yeah, that one. It say 1 tablespoon? Yes. Yep, you need 2 tablespoons of that. All in your flour mixture. That's considered your dry ingredients in here. And while y'all doing that, I'm gonna sift mine. So after that's all in, we're gonna sift it. Now listen, in the other big bowl, not with the flour, in that other big red bowl you have, crack your 2 eggs and put it and get the mixer. Put it in an empty bowl, yup. So I have my 2 eggs in the bowl, and then in that bowl with my eggs, I'm gonna put 2 cups of sugar. Okay? And then you're gonna mix that. You put it in the bowl, you put it in the sugar go in the bowl with the eggs. Now you gotta be real careful how you mix this red velvet, because if you don't do it right, it ain't gonna come out right. The sugar go in the bowl with the eggs, and then you mix that. Weston's canola oil.
Right here.
So 1.
So. I just found it. Wait. It's right here.
Okay, Vivica, you ready?
Dion, what to put the vegetable oil in?
2 cups of oil that go in your the 2 cups of oil go in your egg mixture.
This one?
But only do 1 cup at a time and then mix it. Pour your cup in there and then mix it. Start mixing it. It's gonna look like water and oil in there. Make sure it's all the way mixed. It should look like cake mix still. Like your creamy cake mix batter. If y'all can see this, I'm just gonna show y'all. You shouldn't see no oil when you mix it. If you don't mix the red velvet right, it will mess up. It won't bake right. So go ahead and add your other cup when you have it mixed. Add your other cup of oil to that and mix that. And while that's mixing, I am going to go ahead and start adding my vanilla. You're going to do 2 teaspoons of vanilla and two tablespoons, the big one, of the red food coloring. So teaspoons TSP for the vanilla and 2 tablespoons of the red food coloring. And that could go right into your wet mixture. Could y'all see that? Yes. Okay. So once that's mixed really good, I'm gonna mix mine a little bit more. Once that's mixed really good, we're gonna start adding our dry ingredients and our milk, little by little. Yes. It's supposed to look like cake mix already, even though we don't have no dry ingredients in here. Now, when I get to this point right here, what I normally have is my recipe and go back and just make sure I didn't forget anything. Go back and read over it, make sure you didn't forget anything. You have your dry ingredients in this bowl, and all of your wet ingredients should be in this bowl, everything minus the milk. So start putting a little bit of the dry ingredients in here, the flour mixture. Now I mix mine because Vivica, as you know, with these little kitchen aids, I mix mine with my hand real quick with these kitchen aids so that it don't fly all over when I start mixing it. That's just something I do. If you have a different method, you could do that as well. I just don't like it to fly all over. I got the little top to it, but it still be going all over the place. Then you're going to do a little dry ingredients, a little milk. My milk is already measured out. You need 1 cup. 1 cup of this buttermilk. And mix it. A little dry ingredients, a little milk, and mix it. I'm going to put some more dry ingredients in here. And then a little milk. And mix it again. Well, I'll pour all the milk in here. I'm going to mix it again. I use 2.5. I'm going to start my mixer. Huh? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Oops, see? Here. So once it's mixed really good well, you're going to make sure you scrape the sides of your bowl. I'm going to mix mine one more time. And we're finished with the cake batter. But our cake batter is finished. And this is how it should look. Once it's all mixed in, it should look like it's silky a little bit. Could everybody see that? Yes. Okay. Great. So I'm gonna go ahead and get. Are you with us, Vivica, or are you a little behind? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my pans and start lining those. If you wanted to do cake, you could just do those. You could just do your cake, flour and grease your pans. We doing cupcakes today, so I'm gonna go ahead and start lining these. And for your cupcakes, it's important that you buy the ones that come with the little plastic piece in the middle, so the shape of these don't mess up. Because when the shape of these start messing up, they'll start bending and folding, and they just won't look presentable. This step, I use the 1/4 cup. Some people use what is it? Ice cream scoopers. If you have that, that's fine. But I use the 1/4 cup because this works better for me as far as the measurement, so they won't overflow. I do not use the whole thing sometimes. It just depends on how it looks, but I never go over this. So it depends on how it looks once it's in the pan. So I remove my little attachment after I scrape all the cake off of here. Yes? I didn't hear you. What she say, Matthew? No, you need your cupcake liners. Look. And then you could go ahead and I level it off. I wipe the bottom so it won't spill over. You're going to put your cupcake liners, Matthew, in your pan. So this how it should look. Yup. And put your cupcake liners in there. Yup. And then I have this leveled off right here. So you scoop, level it off. So it's not going to be more than 1/4. And then when you start to fill it, if it gets to about a half, you could stop. A little bit over a half. So sometimes you don't have to use the whole thing. Sometimes you will. I have a little left in here. Level it. I'm going to keep repeating this step till I finish all 6 of mine. You can even take a little bit out before you do it. And just scoop it in there. Use your spatula to kind of push that through. And then eyeball it. Okay, I have my wax paper, and I realized that y'all cut, Matthew and Madison, you cut your circles out. You didn't have to. I just wanted you to trace them, but either way is fine. You can get you some more paper and do it if you want. You just need a whole sheet of paper right here and your pencil. Okay, so right here. Start at the top and just come around like you making ice cream. Start at the top, come around like you making ice cream. And you're going to practice that repeatedly until you get something that you like. For the other ones, I'm going to make a rose. Use the same tip. I'm going to start in the middle this time. And if I start in the middle, come out and go around my middle. Okay, without removing this from the paper. So start in the middle and go right around my middle piece. And then go around it again and stop. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, so you start in the middle and just keep going around your middle piece. And you will see the rolls as it forms. So you start in the middle and go around your middle piece, and then my icing ran out. Now, if your icing run out, it will leave it'll skip a space. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some more icing in here. Now you can reuse this. That's why I wanted you to do it on the back side. Because you could just take this paper and scrape it back into your bowl. This one gonna be.
So have you ever substituted like a key lime flavoring for the vanilla?
Yeah, 21. Or no, 15. 10. Yes, I make the same batter for all of them.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you all 5 flavors that I use with this batter.
Okay. Can you tell me how to make your when you do your buttercream icing? What do you use? Oh.
Okay, I'll tell you.
You can never make prettier cupcakes than I do.
I know, yours are beautiful.
Yeah. I didn't do it. I did
I don't think so. But I'm a ice these in the regular same tip.
Okay.
The regular swirl.
Right.
Now I'm gonna show you a little trick for the red velvet.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But if you want to use milk, if you think it tastes better, you could do that. If you know you're gonna eat it right away. With the milk, it will spoil, your icing will spoil once that milk spoil. So that's why I stay away from that. I use water. Some people use whipping cream. You could use whatever you choose, whatever you like. I just use water for mine to keep it a little bit longer.
Okay. Now does this crust over too? You know how like when you make a cake and you want that crust?
The buttercream will crust a little bit faster than the cream cheese. That's how I started adding the cream cheese in my icing because it was crusting too hard, like the next day. And so that's how I started that. But I didn't realize that. I always just called that cream cheese icing, but I didn't realize that it was a difference until I started baking with somebody else. And they was making real cream cheese, and I could taste that it was mine was sweeter. Because I didn't understand when people kept saying, I like your cream cheese. I didn't really understand what they was talking about, but you know, I make the best cupcakes in the world, so I just thought they liked my cupcakes.
Hey. I love that.
I didn't know that they meant they didn't like that cream cheese taste, and because everybody normally makes the, you know, real cream cheese, and I have to develop my own recipe is the reason why they like my cream cheese better, because it's not so tart. It's a little bit more sweet.
Because a lot of people don't like buttercream. They just don't. I mean, they like the cream cheese. So that's why I'm like, but the way that you're making it makes sense.
You just started to drop that cream cheese in there. And another reason why is because with your buttercream, when you ice it, it kind of skips spaces. It's not as smooth. And I was trying to get that look out because I like my icing to look a little bit smoother.
Exactly.
So the cream cheese will help take that away.
Okay. Well, thank you. I enjoyed myself.
I enjoyed you all as well. Now